What if the American dream you believed in was built on secrets darker than you could ever imagine? Picture this: a packed courtroom, tension so thick you could cut it with a knife, and at the center, Rick Harrison, the man you thought you knew from porn stars, standing to face the world, not as a beloved TV personality, but as a figure haunted by devastating truths. But what if everything you admired about him was a carefully constructed lie? Before we dive into the heart of this shocking unraveling, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and join us for more jaw-dropping stories you won't find anywhere else. Now, close your eyes for a moment and picture Rick, no longer the confident, wisecracking negotiator viewers welcomed into their homes for years, but a shell of a man, trembling before a crowd hungry for answers. Why did he decide to speak the unspeakable? Was it fear? Was it guilt? Or was it something, or someone, far more sinister pulling the strings? Every eye in the room was fixed on him, as if the world itself had stopped spinning to hear what he would say next. People always asked, where did Rick Harrison's magic come from? Was it his relentless hustle, his knack for reading people, his uncanny ability to find treasure in a pile of junk? Or was it something else entirely? A secret edge that gave him an unfair advantage? As Rick's voice quivered and his hands gripped the podium, he confessed to crimes that shattered every illusion. The audience was left breathless, some in tears, others in disbelief. Was this the same man who once inspired millions to chase their dreams? Or had he been playing a role all along, masking a web of deceit beneath the spotlight? Let's rewind. Have you ever wondered how someone goes from a struggling kid in Las Vegas to a household name? Rick's story always sounded like something out of a Hollywood script, a high school dropout turned mogul, the underdog who beat the odds. But is that what really happened? Or was it just the version we were meant to believe? Look closer. As Rick's empire grew, so did the rumors. Was it greed that corrupted him? Debts he could never shake? Or was he simply seduced by the thrill of getting away with the unthinkable? Consider this: behind the scenes, the pawn shop wasn't always what it seemed. Some say secret deals went down after hours. Others whisper about ledgers that never quite added up, about missing people who walked in but were never seen again. When the FBI finally stormed those doors, what did they find? Was it just about illegal money? Or was there something more chilling, something that would haunt even the most hardened investigators? The questions multiply. Why did Rick confess? Did he have a choice? What evidence forced his hand? And who else was involved? The public watched, transfixed, as the truth poured out. Rick didn't blame anyone else. He didn't cry foul or claim innocence. No, he owned every horrifying detail. The courtroom gasped as he described how the pawn shop's inventory system was used to move people like merchandise, how fake sales covered up a labyrinth of dirty cash, how bribes and threats kept the operation running for years. But why did nobody see it sooner? Did the world fall in love with his story so deeply they ignored all the warning signs? Now, think about the impact. News outlets scrambled for answers. Fans were heartbroken. Politicians called for heads to roll. But in that suffocating courtroom, none of it mattered except one thing: the fall of a man who symbolized the dream that anyone could make it, without compromise. Was Rick always destined for this fate? Or did the weight of his secrets finally crush him? Some say he confessed to spare his family more pain. Others believe his conscience became impossible to silence. One thing is certain: Rick's confession wasn't just about his own downfall. It was a mirror, reflecting a culture obsessed with fame and willing to excuse nearly anything for a good story. How many others are hiding in plain sight, protected by charm and celebrity? And what will it take for us to see past the smiles, to question what's really going on behind the scenes? As Rick was led away, head bowed, the world realized the story wasn't just about one man's crimes. It was about all of us, the stories we believe, the questions we fail to ask, and the uncomfortable truths just waiting to be uncovered. Want to know how deep this rabbit hole really goes? Stay with us. Subscribe now, because the next secret might be even closer than you think.